Greetings and welcome back to EverQuest 2. We are in the Frostfang Sea, and we are still in this little cave here. We have, however, remented to level 15, so everything won't be bright red today. And someone's making an awful lot of noise out there. Okay. Right, let's see what quest we've got today, shall we? Let's see, Blorpa. These skirmishes with the Rygor have had me thinking of new modifications to my Frostborn ward. It is not enough that the pilgrims be protected from the cold and animal attacks. They must also be protected from the magic that the Rygor wield. I agree. No one else should die at the claws of the Rygor. I mean, they could go the other way around the island and avoid all of these orcs, but yeah, well, a pilgrimage means we have to do it the hard way. To that end, I have studied my text and have determined the ingredient I need to begin to modify the spell. And I suppose you won't need me to collect that for you. I do. It is called the Perfect Ice Slurry Core. You can harvest it from the ice slurries, but it is rare. Many times you will kill an ice slurry only to find that its core has a flaw. I shall search for the Perfect Ice Slurry Core so that you may complete your spell. Killed a few of those already, haven't we? You can find the ice slurries on the hill south of the Great Shelf. Please hurry, the sooner you return with the core, the sooner I can perfect the spell to protect the pilgrims. Okay. Apologies again to everybody. Everything's going to be bright and white and sickeningly nice. If you're watching this in a dark room, please turn on the light. It will protect your eyes. We've got to hurry. These supplies need to be delivered to the front lines and quickly. What supplies? Reforged weapons for the soldiers and glimmer visors for the archers. What are glimmer visors? The visors allow our archers to see the Rygor orcs that have become camouflaged by a snow glimmer. Otherwise, they'll get through and flank our forces. Oh, okay. I shall deliver those supplies for you. Perfect. Bring these supplies to our defenders perched at the peak of Herger's Choke. The leaders will take the goods off your hands and distribute them to the Coldane. I will do just that. Please do, Gwinian, and hurry. Everyone's always in a hurry, aren't they? So, okay. Let's have a look. So we were tucked in our little cave here. And if we go out here and survey the land, we can see there's a lot of invading orcs. So let's see, what do we need to do? We need to deliver supplies, harvest a perfect ice slurry core, reclaim several Coldane signet rings from the Rygor raiders, and scatter the ashes of the fallen Coldane at Pride Overlook. We might do the last one first, since I'm pretty sure the Pride Overlook is just behind us. In amongst all of these, who fortunately are now grey now that we've gone to level 15. Things won't stay grey for long though. This looks like a... Oh! Hi guys! We're not interested in you guys at the moment. We'll come back to you later. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure that they are part of some prelude to one of the later expansions. I don't remember off the top of my head at the moment. But we're not too worried about those for now. So we have scattered the ashes. There we go. The next thing we need to do is, let's see, let's deliver these supplies. Oh no, there's more of them over there. Let's take the other way round. I seem to have ended up on the wrong side of this wall. Right. So, how is everyone doing? It's almost the end of the week. It is the end of the week if you're watching this on YouTube when it comes out. Hope you've got great plans for your weekend. Are these the supplies we've been waiting for? Yes, here you go. Thank goodness, we need these glimmer visors to reliably see the orcs that have been trying to flank us. You're a lifesaver, Gwinian. Yeah, you're welcome. And the other guy's over there. Okay, so if we hop around. There we go. I've got no time and even less patience. Did Rockbreaker send you? Yes, here's the supplies. Thank Burrell. Our blades are dull and our quivers empty. These new weapons will allow us to keep the orcs at bay a while longer. Glad to help. And on that score, we're also here
You should run away.
to help call the numbers a little. Hi guys!
Crush! You should run away.
Ah, there's one signet ring.
I failed.
There's going to be a few of these by the looks of it.
Crush!
Yes, you should definitely crush.
Oh.
And I think that's it for them. Right. Speak to harvest a perfect ice slurry core. Now remember where the ice slurries are. They are somewhere down this way, if I remember rightly. Deep miasmas. I think it's just a little bit further on from the miasmas. There we go, ice slurries. Be very careful of aged ones. Yeah, the ice slurries have this lovely life where they float around in the sky, and then when they get old, they kind of sag a bit. First one, first try, excellent. Ooh, there is, however, an icy snow bind. I mean, we got to, haven't we? It's got to be done. When you see something big and mean looking. Well, as mean as things get in Frostfang Sea. There we go. Radiant band. Finger item. Okay, nothing too amazing. Right. Let's hop back. Preferably not onto the heads of the orcs. Unless we pour back in. We'll start here. Have you harvested the perfect ice slurry core? I have found the perfect ice slurry core. Tongue twisters. They just want me to do all these tongue twisters. I shall incorporate this perfect core into my spell. Thank you for harvesting this perfect ice slurry core. Once again, folks, it's a perfect ice slurry core. Do you need my assistance any further? I do not know. Give me some time to incorporate this core and then return to me. Okay, we'll move on. You're back. I trust you delivered the supplies to the Coldane soldiers. I went as quickly as I could. Oh, that's a relief. We just might be able to stop them for a while longer. Was there something else you needed? The Rygora figured out a way to make themselves all but invisible and are charging up the choke. So you need me to deal with them? We need to deal with them as well as the orcs that are maintaining the portal at the pinnacle of Churga's choke. Our Coldane forces are barely able to keep up with the unending onslaught, but perhaps ye can break the stalemate. Yeah, I'll be happy to try. You delivered the last of the devices to Orca Deadshot, but you should still be able to pick out the camouflaged Rygor gatecallers if you look for that telltale glimmer. Head to the peak of Hergus Choke to find the portal casters. Good luck and good hunting. I'm pretty sure I've killed some of those already, but yeah, okay. Dolgor, or Dolor. Did you hear that chanting on the wind when you strewed the ashes out from the crest of the overlook? That was the spirits of the Coldane warriors, who are still standing their ground out there against the Rygor, singing your praises. Yeah, glad to have helped. Yeah, stuck by your word. When the day comes, I wouldn't mind if you were the one to lay my remains to rest. Yeah, you can deduce a lot about people by how they revere their dead. And now you've helped honor the spirits of the fallen, perhaps we can assist them in a more practical way. The sooner our men have laid those Rygor skeletons to rest, the sooner they can rest themselves. Oh, new follower. Welcome, Leoben. Welcome to the group. Welcome on board. That's what I should be saying, isn't it? With a bell sound. Yeah, welcome on board. If you need to kill skeletons, I'm in. Aye, I was hoping you'd say that, but perhaps more important than re-killing them is keeping the blasted things down. Those necromancers are causing us a real headache. Since when do Rygor orcs practice necromancy? Since now. Until recently, we've never even heard of an orcish necromancer. Shaman or warrior type, certainly, but they've never been ones to dabble with the dead. I've never heard of it either. Unfortunately for us, it looks like the orcs have picked up on the technique since becoming isolated on Arolis. Rakan posited, that's an unusual word, that they may have turned to necromancy as a direct response to seeing our Coldane brethren return from the afterlife to fight them. What do you think? Well, it's possible that they petitioned to one of the darker gods to grant them the ability. Whatever the means, it stinks of an act of desperation. There isn't much opportunity to grow and replenish their ranks without resorting to raising their dead. They are more resourceful than I had imagined. In the end, I don't suppose the reason matters much. There are no depths that they won't sink to in order to win this battle. It is what it is, and we have to deal with what's in front of us. So how do you propose that we deal with them? Allow me to explain, please do. The orcs' dark art practitioners have whittled crude necromantic totems out of an unusually opaque black crystal. They place these totems near piles of their dead after they've burned all the flesh from their bones. And how do the totems affect the piles of bones? As sure as Brella's my maker, dreadful skeletons rise up out of the piles ready to fight again. I expect that destroying those totems will slow down the production of the undead. Yeah, I can do that. There we go. Finally we got to something that I can physically do. Let me see. I was just telling old Raker here, that you are the one for the job. Head back to the battlefield to the south and look for the totems there, and don't expect the Rygor to let you succeed without putting up a fight. They don't scare me. Hello indeed, Leoben. Hope your week has been going well and you're looking forward to the weekend.
Hail to ye!
The Rygor have suffered for what they've done, I hope. Yep, here are their signet rings. Or rather the signet rings that they stole, I suppose. Yes, you have been most helpful. Is something else bothering you? 'Tis most unnatural. What's most unnatural? Have a look yonder, Granny, into the battlefield south of here. You'll see not only the threat of the Rygor orcs arisen from the dead to harry us again, but the spirits of fallen Kaldane that march against them. The spirits of your brethren bother you? Don't get me wrong, Granny, and I appreciate their assistance in holding back the endless tide of the undead. It's just that when the day comes and I pass on, I hope to be seated at Brell's table. I'd like to partake in the feasts of roasted walrus, steamed mushrooms, and gingered lichen, all washed down with a tankard of Brell's finest. Yes, to be denied that afterlife is an atrocity, I'm sure. Precisely, and I'm proud of an outsider like yourself for being able to see that. You're not half as barbaric as I expected. Cheers. Is there anything I can do to help? We must do something to bring an end to the stalemate. Give our fallen Kaldane a hand on the battlefield, engage the skeletal horde, and slay them where they stand. Yep, I will do that. Brell be with you. They're almost like sort of an EQ sort of Klingon, aren't they? You know, honor above all else, and they come out ready to go into battle as long as it means that they get to sit at the table of their god and celebrate. Yeah, the Klingons probably came second, thinking about it. Nathaniel's goal. Is there a problem? The Frostborn ward isn't taking to the modifications I made. It keeps having unexpected outcomes. Please tell me I don't have to test it. No, you don't have to test it. I just don't understand why the perfect ice slurry core didn't work. Perhaps there's something wrong with the core? How could there be something wrong with it? It was perfect. I mean, it did literally say on it, perfect ice slurry core, so... are there any other types of ice slurries? Yes, there are. There are aged ice slurries, but I thought their cores were too old to use. You could try to obtain one of them for me. It couldn't hurt to try. Okay, I will get you an aged ice slurry core. The aged ice slurry cores are in the same place as the others. They gather on the hill south of the Great Shelf. Yep. We spotted them earlier. Thank you, All Access. Goodbye, All Access. Right. So, let's have a look. What are we needing? We're looking to kill several Rygor portal casters. Let's go take a look at that first. And and plenty of Rygor, just any old Rygor. So let's not worry about these ones, they're not aggro. Let's go and find the portal casters, because we definitively need those. That's a lot for you, and you, and you.
Crush!
Yeah, come crush me. Crush me if you can.
I failed!
Oh, fall down. Power. I didn't say that. That seems like a strange thing for a chest, but no. There we go. Oh, hang on. I need to position this against something dark so I can actually read the quest journal. So, Rygor skeletons, totems, and sprinting Rygor gate callers.
Crush!
So is that what these were? Yes. Yes, it is. Are we ready? No, 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 no. At least come. Let me guess some of you before.
Crush!
Really? Want to buy? And if I go around here, maybe I can get them here. No. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse. Do you mind, Archer? I'm supposed to be trying to kill some of these.
Crush! Crush!
Okay. Got.
Crush!
Oh, that's it. That's it. I'm getting a few now. There we go. Let me try and get this one while he runs past.
Crush!
The fun of trying to kill a moving target.
Fail!
There we go. An orc spine. Don't need. We need to kill several of these. Let's just gather some.
Yeah!
Okay. Oh, and Risen Rygor Conqueror. Oh, don't mind if I do. There we go. Untainted Tenders, Sewn Shoulder Pads. Which, not really any better than what I've already got. Pretty sure I need to destroy totems. Nice. Another 2 of those. Ah, 2 handily there. This guy gonna spot me? No. He is now. Hi. And now let's have a squizzy down here. Ice slurries. Oh yes, we want the ones up there, don't we? So, but there is a pathway up. Excellent. And this time we are looking for aged ice slurries. There I was making a joke about them earlier, and now I need to kill them. Did that just instantly first one again? Okay. Okay. It's always fun when the quest warns you might have to kill several to get a perfect one, and then first one you kill. Don't need that, but I'll take it anyway. A reptile scale. Right. Excellent. I return triumphant for even more conversation. Right. Blorper. Have you collected the Have you collected the aged ice slurry core? Yes. Quickly, I must incorporate it into the ink spell before the core loses its potency. Spell scribing seems fascinating. Oh yes, most fascinating until you turn yourself into an imp or a sweat fire. Right, okay. How's the Frostborn ward coming along? It seems to be combining successfully. Is that it? For now. No more tests, no more running around? I think not. I shall test this on myself. I am confident it will work. When it does, I will produce the parchments needed. Thank you for everything, Gwenian. Between helping me scribe the spell and thwarting the Rigor, you have helped the people of New Halas more than you can know. Gee, I don't know what to say. Please accept this as our token of our thanks. And we are most honoured. I mean, yeah, okay. Everyone's too nice in Halas. You're back, and in one piece. We are successful in your task. Did you take care of the orcs? Of course. I knew we could count on you. The battle for the portal is surely ours now. Victory is certain. Okay, wrapping up nicely here. Ah, you the stench of death upon you. I suppose this means the task of dealing with the totems is complete. Complete, as promised. I suppose we should be thankful that the weather isn't warm here, or you'd really stink. Now I feel like I'm a bit more like I'm in a free port. People saying that you stink. Very funny. I've got some bad news, Gwinian. The Rygor scouts have been disabling our wards just as ye have been destroying their totems. What are these wards? The wards are beacons that allow the Coldane spirit to return to this world and remain here so long as their assistance is needed on the battlefield. That sounds very similar to the Rygor's necromantic totems. The important difference being that the Coldane spirits retain their will and conscience. They aren't controlled by dark magic. Tell me more. Our brethren don't have to return to the field of battle unless they choose to do so. Of course, valor in the face of overwhelming opposition isn't unusual for the Coldane. Most dwarves opt to follow the light from the ward's beacon and return to Noroth. I'm glad to hear that it isn't forced servitude. Of course it isn't. Tell me how I can help. The wards that were disabled need to be replaced. Furthermore, they must be placed in areas where the barrier between our world and the spirit realm is thin. How will I know where this barrier between worlds is thin? The Coldane spirits have indicated as such. They've etched designs in the snow indicating the best locations for the wards. The spirits have seen both sides after all, so they would know. Okay, the sooner I begin, the better. Here are the wards. Head to the south where the fighting is heaviest and poke around. You'll want to keep an eye out for arcane patterns drawn in the snow. Those designs indicate the best locations to place the wards. Okay, I understand. And Belka.
Well met.
Have you smashed the undead? Have you given the spirits a hand? Yep, I've completed my task. That's a relief for me and for the Coldane spirits. Thank ye for laying those skeletons to rest. My pleasure. I appreciate all your efforts, but we're no closer now to eradicating the skeletal horde than we were before. Can you comprehend the kind of mess we're in now? There must be a way to deal with them permanently. You know, back home, as rough as things were, we never had to deal with undead orcs. We're ill prepared for this kind of threat, so we're gonna have to improvise. I have an idea, and apparently uncorks a flask of alcohol. I'll take 2 of whatever you're having. Aha! A swig of this will knock you flat, Gwinian. I doubt, but go on. How strong is that drink? This is Fronden's finest. It starts as cool, fresh Thurgoden spring water is distilled with the finest mash grain, aged for 53 years in a white oak cask before receiving blessing from priests of Rel. It carries more kick than an orny mountain goat, and on top of all that, I'm willing to bet it'll make short work of those manky dreadfuls. And you drink that? It's more of a sipping drink. Okay, I'll give your plan a try. I can't imagine a skeleton will hold still long enough to let you splash him, so you want to pour this on the bone piles of the recently deceased. Okay, we'll find out. Wish me luck. We're going to try and dissolve bones with alcohol. Okay. Rakan, did we miss picking up your quest, or do you have a? I'm sure you didn't have one originally. You're a fine sort for delivering those supplies, Grenian. Unfortunately, our troubles are far from over. Was there something else that you needed other than the brightness turning down in here? The Rygor figured out a way to make themselves all but invisible and are charging up the choke. Oh, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. If I move round, that feather is blue. It's a repeatable quest. If I click through this, foiling the flank, which I believe we've already done. Let's see. Foiling the flank, and yes, we have already done that. So nothing to do there. So we'll decline that. Not doing quests more times than I need to. What was the reward on that? This worth doing multiple times? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Let's see. So we have wards to plant and bone piles to dissolve. And apparently there's a location right here. Yeah, oh, yeah, I see glowing blue runes in the snow. Yeah, sorry about that. No, I don't, but I'll take your word for it, game. There we go. There's one ward. See, I see that. And we can dissolve some bones. There we go. Can dissolve some more. Unfortunately, it takes an absolute eternity to do this. There we go. Can I not do him as well? No. Dum-de-dum. Don't mind me. I'm just burning the bones of your fallen with the most powerful alcohol known to Norath. And one more. Excellent. Plant a ward. Yep. And one over there. All fall down. Oh, there's one right here. I'm kind of aware there's a quest over there. I'm purposely ignoring at the moment, just in case one of these guys is going to send me to talk to that person. Usually the case. I was expecting your return, and you never disappoint. How did it go? The wards have been placed where they'll be most effective. That'll tip the scales back in our favour. Maybe it will? Is there anything else I can do to help? I hope to end this once and for all. I hope so too, Gwynnian. There's the business of my nightmares I'd like to speak to you about. I'm not the counsellor. The counsellor's in chat at the moment. Okay. Well, we'll try. I'm in constant fear for our unseasoned Coldane fighters. When I close my eyes, I can see them faltering. Okay. It's only a dream, right? In my dreaming sleep, I stand frozen in the midst of a fracas, watching helplessly as another green warrior is about to die. Okay, what else do you see in your dreams? I'm in a maze of long hallways. There are mounds of bones strewn around haphazardly. Scores of cackling undead spawn from the piles and mill about. That's not far from what's actually happening. And that's what disturbs me the most. Perhaps we should destroy those bone piles? Aye, somebody should get out there and destroy the monster generators. Does this mean you're volunteering, Gwenian? How would I go about doing that? Use your weaponry, a heavy rock or your bare fists. If that's all you have on hand, I don't care so long as they've been ground into a dust-like powder. Only then will the Rygor skeletons trouble us no longer. Okay? My patience with these shuffling skeletons is running out. Best we destroy them at the source and quickly. Wend your way through the forces of the Rygor orcs running the gauntlet, or so to speak, then grind their bone to dust. Okay. Yeah, these guys. Yeah, we got into talking about dreams and. You know, I almost just pulled out the counsellor's chaise longue and you know, sit down. Tell me about your dreams. Did you have a good relationship with your father? Anyway.
Hail to ye!
Did fondants finally do the trick? Were you able to obliterate the bone piles? Worked like a charm. Ah, now that's dwarven ingenuity at work. Making do with what you have is what being a Coldane is all about. It's a good thing you had that flask handy. Ah, thanks to your efforts, we're finally turning the tide against the orcs, but we can't afford to rest just yet. There's still a pitched battle going on out there. Okay, well, perhaps you can look for ways to improve our odds. My thoughts exactly. I'm glad you're on the same page. What do you need? Our weapons and shields have seen their fair share of action, and this has taken a toll on their effectiveness. They can be repaired, but of course we need the metal to do so, and you know where that metal is. It's probably bits of it strewn across the battlefield. Come to the head of the class. You're absolutely right. Okay, so you need someone to gather these Valium shards. You've been such a help in the past, and you've proven yourself a capable sort. Would you be able to assist us in this endeavour? Pick up as many of the Valium swords as you can carry and bring them back here. Yep, no problem. There'll be a reward and gratitude waiting for you when you return. Brell's blessing. Brell's blessing to you as well. Right. So... what we need to do is collect Valium shards and smash bones. Which, well enough, come back to life as soon as you try and smash them. these are the Valium. Nice. Another Valium.
Yeah!
Gwen smash. Void intensifies, yes. Something tells me though that while they might be more than willing to talk about their dreams, you're never going to get a Coldane dwarf coming in for help with dealing with alcoholism. I think it's a little bit too ingrained into their culture. Right, what do we still need? Still need to smash some more skeletons.
Yeah! Yeah!
And we can go back.
I'm not done yet.
Okay. Right. Welcome. Do you come bearing good news? We are successful in your task. Yep, disturbing the pile of bones caused undead to form and attack me. Perhaps this was not the best tactic. I'm sorry for sending you on a fool's errand. My zeal got the better of me. It's understandable. The worst part of this nightmare is feeling utterly helpless. The Rygor forces are strong as ever, and to be completely honest, your efforts haven't helped us gain much ground. I thought I was just being told that you know, it's all now in their favour. Okay. Disabling totems. Okay, there'll be plenty extra where those come from. Point of fact, there are more bones on the battlefield than ice flows and Iceclad. Okay. Your efforts, while valiant, aren't having a lasting impact on the skeletal horde, and the constant assault of undead is wearing us down. We've gone about this plan of attack all sideways, if you ask me. A more precision strike is in order. I could look for the necromancers. That was my thought precisely. Any idea where they could be hiding? My scouts are giving me conflicting information. Mappin thinks they are back behind a snowdrift on Rygor Isle. Lecht thought he saw a cadre of necromancer types gathering on a floating chunk of ice off to the northwest. Okay, any other reports? Aye. Old Blizzardbeard is under the impression that they're simply working their dark magic out in the open, carving the totems under cover at night when we're not looking. So which is it? The most reliable reconnoitering we have, as confirmed by Scout Dansk and Scout Clawhammer, indicates that the necromancers have holed up in a natural cavern. The cave is on an island off the coast to the southwest. That sounds more plausible. It's the last place I would have expected to find them. Even if you weren't Orcish territory, that area is treacherously difficult to navigate and prone to cave-ins. We are considered too dangerous to explore. So the last place you'd look will be the first place they'd hide. Aye, the lead is solid. I'm sorry to burden you with another grim task, especially when the outcome is uncertain, but could I count on you to explore this cavern? Yeah, I'll see this through to the end. We call the floating isle the Forbidden Ossuary of Ice. Search for the cavern entrance there and have a look inside for the necromancers. If you find any, give them the sharp side of an axe for me. I will slip in unseen and take a look around. And Belka.
Well met.
You've returned, Gwinian. How much Valium were you able to recover? I've got plenty. The Valium you scavenged will be an immense help to our Coldane forces. Our axes will be sharper and our shields sturdier. It was a dangerous job. Well, it wasn't really dangerous. I have another idea. It's a plan that could help us in our plight against the Rygor. Now that we have a little breathing room, thanks to ye, we can finally explore this possibility. This may sound crazy, but just hear me out. I'm listening. Actually, on second thoughts, I'll explain it to you. I'll explain it after you're through. 'Tis easier this way. The crux of the matter is, I need you to take down a tackle of basilisks. I can't even imagine why this would be necessary. You just have to trust me on this one, Gwinian. Okay, I trust you. The Frostbiters are off to the east from here, past the battlefield. You'll need to tackle them. You'll need to tango with a bunch of them. Afterwards, come back and let me know how it went. This is for research, isn't it? Aye, you're correct in that. Are you still interested? I'll be back shortly. Tackling the basilisks. I don't imagine they'll give you much trouble. If I could say that about the rest of the outsiders that's washed up on Evalis, we'd be a lot better off. Okay. And about... oh no, that's the repeatable quest that's forever flashing at me. Let's go talk to this guy, since we don't appear to be being pushed in his direction. Who approaches? Who dare to disturb the battle priest? I'm Gwydion. I'm looking for work, not a story. Give me a task to do. Oh, that's a bit blunt, isn't it? Gazooks, you're a ghost. Nope. I'm Gwydion. Who are you, and what is your story? Greetings, Gwydion. I am Herger, battle priest of the Coldane, master tactician, ouster of the orcs, leader of the siege under the choke, and she who was thrice slain. Ah, the choke is named after you. The name is unimportant. It is the deed that matters. What do you mean? All in due time. You're not going to tell me? The battle for the choke rages on. The Rygor still cling to hope and they still yearn for revenge. They cast their claws upon the mainland of Erolis. They prowl the icy plains. They trouble my people. Okay, well, I could deal with the Rygor for you. Remove the claws of the Rygor. Loosen their grip upon our land. Okay. So... so right, all the way up
Looking
to the
for
top.
me?
Let's get him!
Get the impression I should have spoken to him, her, earlier.
I didn't think I hit him that
Oh,
hard.
scuff shard. Nice. Try and hope the archers don't shoot me as I'm running up here. My friend, I'm a friend. And let's see.
You should run away!
No, I don't want to run away. Put the line of the spears.
Crush! You should run away!
Oh, down there. I see. Guys, I'd like to
I failed!
but a ghost has given me an important task.
You should run away! Crush! You should run away!
How do we feel about...
Crush!
Yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll go for the water. And then I'll come up from there.
You should run away!
Ah, so this is what we're after.
You should run away! I failed!
Where did you hide that? Nothing major there. Ah, I've done that one, haven't I? Okay, and there's 3. And does that mean I need to find the other 2 over there
You should run away.
somewhere?
You should run away.
Yeah, probably. Bloop. You're persistent, aren't you?
Failed.
Yep, you failed.
You should run away.
Okay. We're gonna have to go over here to climb back up again. Tad bit annoying. No, I can't climb up here either. Where can I climb up? I have to go around the other way, aren't I? Unless there is somewhere. I don't see anything there. Excuse me, don't mind me. Ah, that looks like it's a way up. At least, and oh, at least. Blub, blub. Come on, that's it, and jump. There we go. Oh, shiny. Chip shard of conjuration. Got one already. Blimey, that was a roundabout thing, wasn't it? Okay. I've cut the lines. I sense that the Rygor's grip upon our land has lessened. Yeah, I cut the lines tethering the spears to Rygor Isle. You've done well, but the orcs are nothing if not tenacious. What else must be done? Clawvender, will you be my champion again? Oh, I'm Clawvender now? Yes, you carry this name with you even if others cannot see it, and even if you yourself do not know it. Okay, was there something you wanted me to do? There was a great battle here. 'Twas a clash of epic proportions. We surrounded the orcish horde. We herded them onto the narrow precipice of the choke overlooking the ocean. What happened next? One final charge was all that was necessary to drive them off the edge. I led that charge, and for my valor I was first slain. Oh. You mean that you were the first to die? Clinging to life, the orcs cling to their foothold on the floating rock south of Aurorus. Take the fight to them. I will kill the orcs in your honor.
Where do you think you're going?
Oh, we need to go over there. Excellent. And the cave we're looking for is over there. And we need to kill basilisks. What order shall we do this in? Let's carry on down this way. Steal the basilisks. Go check the island. Then go to the bigger island. And then we can loop back again. There we go. That's one. Two. Three. And even more shinies. Now, Unfortunately, a lot of them we already have. No. Treasure chest. Ouch. That one went boom. Don't need more basilisks.
Yeah.
Talking about not watching the stream in a dark room, and here am I streaming the Frostfang Sea in a dark room. There we go, that's better. Seven, and we'll go for number 8 here before we head out to the island. So we've not been asked to actually collect anything as such. We've just been asked to go and sort of cull their number a bit and see what happens. So, okay, Cave of Ill Boding. That is where we are heading. We need to get onto this island somehow. Yeah, Frostfang is a little bright for the amount of daylight you currently have. Yes, that is a very, very good point. To be honest, it's a little bright even when it's a bright sunny day. Ah, right. Where can I get on? Why do all of these islands have overhangs which make it hard to get onto the island? Oh, no. Well, I'm on. But I'm not convinced. No. It's the best of locations. Ah, I should come round to this side, shouldn't I? Yeah. Dumpty dum. Well, we found necromancers.
You should run away.
Necromancers and their pets. Discovered the forbidding ossuary of ice. That guy was carrying a flower. Yeah, more necromancers. I'll tell you what, I want that shiny, and then we'll go and find our way through that necromancer. No. Hi everyone.
Crush.
Yeah,
You
Crush.
should run away. I failed.
Nice. These aren't any of the type of Rygor we've been asked to kill. It's highly annoying.
You should run away.
Hi everyone.
Crush.
Hello. Come on then, gather round.
I failed. I failed.
all the loot. What's in the... Oh, ouch. Bit of a danger chest. Okay, let's have a look in the Cave of Elbodian Dark, which seems to have something patrolling around in there. Something skeletal. As usual with zones that are rarely entered, it takes a while for the game to find it, and there we go. Right, so... Let's have a look. Hi everyone, what are you guys up to? Anything interesting? No? Okay. Well, let's...
You should run away!
There we go.
Fail! I failed! I failed!
Excellent. That seems to be everybody who was in here. No idea what this thing is. Shiny, whatever it is. Seems to be feeding into something. Yes, the EverQuest loading screens are, yeah, as Counselling DM says, they are concept art from when the game was being designed, or when expansions were designed. That, I think, is a Kingdom of Sky one.
You should run
Oh,
away!
I knew he'd spot me.
Yeah!
Okay. So we've done here, we've done there. We now need to go over to this island and to investigate for our ghost friend. Well, we'll jump back into the water. I'm sure there's some negative side effects of jumping into freezing cold water while wearing a suit of armour, but maybe it's padded. In honesty, Gwen looks like the sort of person who'd have padded armour for comfort. We are on the Antonia Bale server, so it's one of the live servers. The aim is how many quests can you complete as a free-to-play person. So this is actually a separate account from my main account. Haven't paid a dime, haven't spent a penny, not a nickel, not a cent, whatever your local currency is. And already we... Oh, do you know what? I have not got the quest log on. There we go. I mean, it's been updating. It just hasn't, and you can hardly see it on this this guy background. So we're up to 405 quests completed so far. The rough sort of estimate, rumour, however you want to put it, is that there's at least 8,500 in the game. And so far we've done about 405 quests just looking at areas that are below level 20. So it's not bad, not bad.
You should run
But
away.
yeah, that is why we're on the AB server. It's one of the more populated live servers, and it doesn't cost anything to play here with a free-to-play account. There is the Varsoon server for those who prefer a busier server with more people, but it does require you to have a subscription to the game.
You should run away.
There'll also be a new TLE server being released in June that looks very interesting because the devs are promising that
You should run away.
on this particular server they're going to recreate the feeling of the game as it was in 2006, which is going to be pretty interesting because the game was a lot more tougher back then. It's also an interesting thing for this challenge as well because they're actually talking about bringing back a lot of the quests that used to exist
You should run away.
back in the early
Crush
2000s,
away.
and it's like, So I am going to have to investigate that.
Fail. Fail. You should
But yeah,
run
that'll
away.
be June for EverQuest 2. There is also a new server being released for EverQuest. I'm not massively sure on the details of that, unfortunately. I'm much more of an EverQuest 2 player.
You should run away.
Nope, you should run away. See? You should run away. We have an exquisite chest. Are we ready for the boom? No boom. Oh, no. But it made us violently sick. Let's see. Siphon Strike. Master. I think somehow I've already superseded that. Yeah, I have, but that's okay. We are all done. So, let's get out of here, because no doubt we are going to get sent back here again. I can almost guarantee it. Looks like this is also another better way of getting into the island. But yeah, EverQuest is coming up for its 25th anniversary. EverQuest 2 is coming up for its 20th anniversary. And honestly, I don't know so much about EverQuest itself, but EverQuest 2 is not looking too bad for a 20-year-old game. Seems to have held up a little bit. Right. I am back, folks. I even brought a friend with me. Excuse me. Not allowed in here. Ouch. So was the innocuous looking chest though, or the worst? Right. Dollar. I'm hoping for good news and yet expecting the worst. Tell me, Gwinian, did you find them? Your information was correct. Aye. So it was correct. It looks like I owed Dansk and Clawhammer a whole keg of ale for their keen eyes. Well bless them. And were you able to give the necromancers a sound beating? I did, but there will be more of them. Well then, how about we cut off the head from the frostworm? Figuratively speaking, of course. You've managed to pinpoint the heart of the Rygor's operations. This is a most fortunate turn of events. Armed with this information, we stand a chance to take back Wallace from the Orcs for good. But before we start celebrating, we need to find and slay their leader. And that means heading back into the Ossuary of Ice. But this time, you be on the lookout for their leader and whatever tools he's using to manufacture the totems. How will I know when I found the leader? I had this recurring vision and now it makes sense. In my dreams I see an unholy crystal jutting out of the ice like a festering claw. The Rygor necromancers stand around the crystal. And what are they doing? They worship it day and night. From that dark crystal have they hewn out in their dark totems for dark purposes. And I think the leader can be found near the crystal. Aye, and now that you found the crystal, he needs to protect it. He stands over it, tirelessly. He never sleeps. I can see his reflection in the crystal. His eyes burn with purpose. He must be driven. He must be eliminated. Only by dealing with their fearless leader will we see any reprieve out here on the battlefield. You've seen firsthand that other tactics are ultimately ineffective. And while I'm there, I might as well destroy that crystal. Yes, after you've dealt with the source of their leadership, you want to destroy the source of those totems. Break the crystal. What do you think the crystal's made out of? I'm not certain, but if I had to guess, I'd say it's a piece of the sky that came raining down upon us that fateful day we were separated from the rest of Velius. I'd say it's a piece of Lachlan. Whatever it is, it must be destroyed. How does that sound? I'll sever the head of this worm, as you put it. Best of luck to you. And Belka.
Hello!
Tell me about the basilisks. Based on the eggs and the nests, I'd say they are rapidly reproducing. This was a most successful venture. You done good. Are you going to explain why I was tasked with hunting basilisks? So now that you're back, I think I can let you in on the plan. Based off your experiences dealing with the nearby basilisks, we have a better understanding of the creatures. And by which you mean, we know that they're ferocious fighters. We know they're feral. Finally, we know that they're fending off anyone that approaches their nests. These nests are full of unhatched young. You see what I'm getting at? Only one question remains. What question would that be? If we can raise the little nippers into loyal allies that will fight the orcs alongside us. Oh, okay. My cousin Frostpaw was an animal tamer. He always had a pack of trained dire wolves at his side. Those hounds were instrumental in holding back the Crumph. And therefore basilisks could be instrumental in holding back the Rygor. Aye, if he could tame wolves, I'm betting we could tame the basilisks. You can probably guess what I'm going to ask next. Somebody needs to harvest those eggs. I don't expect the adult basilisks will take kindly to you poking around in their nests, so prepare for a fight, and thank you in advance for your help. You're a reliable and generous sort, and it'd be a bleak world without you. Okay. I shall do that. So, let's see. Harvest basilisk eggs and go and find Auric Deathmaker in the Cave of Ill-Boding. He wasn't there when we were there earlier, but maybe he'll be there now. And meanwhile, let's go take a look what Herger has got for us. There is a Herger there, I promise you. There we go.
I didn't think I hit him that hard.
I do wonder sometime. Let's see. What would happen if I use infravision? Oh, look at that. There we go. Dark mode enabled. I won't leave it on this. The memories of that battle are as clear as they happened yesterday, and echoes of that battle resonate to this day. I have defeated the orcs as promised. Clinging, clinging to life, I led the final charge against the orcs, and for my valor, I was the first to die. I was cut down, slaughtered by the blades of a dozen grinning blue monsters. Hardly a fair fight. As I fell, the Rygor forces roared in unison, a triumphant guttural shriek. Impassioned by the sight of my death, they met our charge head on, and the last thing I saw as my vision faded was the orcs rushing forth. And that's when you were killed in the Battle of the Choke. The din of the battle faded and my world went black. Yet I was not done yet. I fought to return to consciousness. I swam through a murky void, kicking, thrashing, and struggling to find the surface of a blind, bubbling sea. It felt like an age past. Did you succeed in regaining your consciousness? And suddenly, the world snapped back into focus. I found myself back on the field of battle, covered in snow and blood. Ah, the orcs had forgotten about you. The orcs had trampled over my broken body and were locked in battle with my Kaldane. I pulled myself to my feet, I drew breath again, and the fight raged on. I was alive. You were not yet slain? I was slain, yet somehow I returned. Clinging to life, and though my wounds were terrible, I felt nothing but fury.
I hit him that hard.
Where do you think you're going?
I hope you healed yourself before heading back into battle. The siege was not over. It is not over. What do you mean? I crouched unseen behind their lines. Their backs were to me, and they were preoccupied with the dwarves before them. The opportunity to shatter the orcs' formation was within my grasp. Did you strike them from behind? The bloody siege is not over. The Rygor still lurk on the floating islets below. They have manufactured crude basalte and aimed them at our shores. I will take care of their siege weaponry. The orcs are nothing if not tenacious. They have crafted these devastating devices from driftwood and sea-rusted steel.
Let's get 'em.
Okay, I think we'll come out of infravision, and I can find where the button is. There. Yee, that is bright. Okay. Let me actually look at something that's not white. Okay, so basically the same sort of thing all over again. We go down, we go around the water, and we come back. No, why did they click that? No, thank you, all access. Don't need. Oh, an egg for me? And I thought Easter was nearly over. Let's see. Dum-dee-dum-dee-dum-dee-dum. Oh, that's an empty one. If I stand here, can you see my... No, yes I can. Sorry. Ooh. Oh, look at that. There we go. Not quite sure about how fast basilisks grow. If you're basically relying on the idea of taming them as they grow up and turning them into a sort of an ally, and that sounds like it's going to take some time. It doesn't feel like a 5-minute job. And we're back. Is this? Yes, it is this island. Unfortunately, you have to kind of come in this way. Okay, can't see you, but I can see you. No, too far away, can't see. There we go. Can you see me now?
You should run away!
No, you should run. No. Don't waste your time killing the spider, just kill the master. There we go. Let's see, if I run through this way, try and just pick up a minimal number of people.
You should run away!
Mm-hmm.
You should run away!
Come on then. I'll give you all a chance to run away.
Fail!
Oh, I do like being a Shadow Knight. Shiny. Right, let's go and check the Cave of Ill Boding. So yes, June we are expecting the launch of a new EverQuest II server. It would require a subscription to the game to play, but we are in theory getting the 2006 classic-ish feel. And we have another person on board. Twin Cannon, welcome on board. Hope you are doing well and your week is almost done. Do we have a big bad? Yes, we do. There he is.
Crush! You should run away!
I should run away. Let's focus on Mr. Death, maybe.
I failed!
Oh, he's gone.
I failed!
Just need to polish off the minions. There we go. And I must smash the dark crystal. Right. Smash the stone. There we go. I should put paid to whatever it is that I'm working on. There seems to be some smaller bits of crystal, but you know what? I'm just going to walk away and leave those. I'm sure that won't be a bad thing at all. Right. Yeah, so if anyone is interested in recreating the 2006 feel of EverQuest 2, keep your eye out for June. The ever so tiny annoying thing for me is as they're going to bring back all of these old quests, I'm going to have to do a version of EverQuest from that server. Gwyn's going to have a Gwyn Junior, perhaps with a different name, who can go and do all of the old quests that no longer exist in the live version of the game. Counselling DM, you can't wait to try it out. Oh yeah? Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. I know we have a smallish group of people who are already interested in playing when it comes out, and hopefully we can form a nice core little group of people. Yes, Junior. We're gonna have a Gwyn Junior. Not quite sure what Gwyn's son would be called, but or daughter. Could be daughter. What are we doing here? We need to sabotage the... Right, okay, so... What am I looking at? Just check around. If he's technically 2006, would that make Gwen Jr. older than Gwen? I mean, yes, I suppose. I've thought about it that way. Hmm. So maybe it'll be Gwen's father or grandfather. Ah, that looks like what we're looking for. It is. Right. Excuse me, don't mind me, I just need to destroy your cannons.
You should run away! I failed! I failed!
There we go. 2 of 6. I need 4 more of those.
You should run away!
Couple there. Let's just grab you guys as well while I'm at it. Come on guys, it's thanks to your numbers, gather round.
I failed!
Don't be shy.
I failed! I failed!
I'll take you all on at once.
I failed!
And there's a few more up here. Now unguarded since we've taken out the people who are standing next to them. Nice, there we go. Go and swim back and let everybody know of our success. Try not to pick up any orcs en route. Yeah, and I suppose that then begs the question: what do I want to play? In the old 2006 era sort of EverQuest 2, what class do I want to play? Okay, let's go and talk to our blue friends first. You returned, and not a minute too soon. The orcs are worked up into a frenzy over whatever you just did. I shattered the crystal and slew their leader. I wish I could have been there to see the looks on their tooth-grinned face. Ha! It must have been a sight to behold, and now their forces run around helpless, leaderless, axe fodder. Yeah, I'm glad to have helped. Are you sure you don't have any Frost Reaver blood in you, Gwinian? I'm fairly sure. I've an itching to make you an honorary member of my family. You've turned this whole battle around, and although there was a bit of trial and error in the process, 'tis the end result that matters. War is rarely clean or predictable. You're welcome to stay here and celebrate, but I'd say your handiwork will be needed more elsewhere. The men in Crag's spying could use someone with your tenacity. What do you say? Yep, I'll head over right away. Thanks for sticking with us through the worst of it. You're no fair weather friend, I'll say that about you. I've sent word to Crag's spying that you're coming and put in a good word or two. They should welcome you right away. You'll find he's far to the south of here, past the battlefield and the basilisks. Okay, I look forward to meeting them. Woohoo, we're moving on to the next hub.
Well met.
Oh, look at all those basilisk eggs you brought. They're gonna hatch and then grow up to the cutest nippers. I'm naming this one Lockjaw. That's not a very original name. Alright, how about Gwinian instead? Yeah, very funny. I'm afraid that this is where we'll be parting ways. And here I was looking forward to incubating your basilisk eggs. You've done so much for the Coldane Gwinian, I can finally, albeit reluctantly, bear to part with ye. There are others that need your assistance now more than I do. I'm happy to do my part. The Rygor have taken their offensive elsewhere. We've received word that they've begun a surge upon the southern coast, and that they've laid siege to this cragged spine. It is likely they could use your help out there. I'll head there straight away. Your actions have given us all hope out here, and you've personally rescued me from the depths of despair. We will miss having ye around. Well be with ye, and with you. Goodbye. So, we're moving on. Let's see if Herger has got anything for us.
Where do you think you're going?
Do you mind? This is a private conversation. To my surprise, I was still breathing.
You're going.
I crouched unseen behind their lines. The opportunity to scatter the orcs' formation was within my grasp. It sounds like you're continuing your story. What happened next? My Coldane were giving it their all, but they were losing ground. We stood to lose everything we'd fought and bled for that day.
Looking for me?
Let's get 'em.
Is this when you intervened? I hefted my trusty shield and hammer, screaming a battle cry to Baral. I set upon the orcs with a vengeance. I was bristling with a quick that I'd never experienced before. But you were half dead. They were caught completely unawares. The orcs within reach of my hammer fell before my onslaught like so many snowflakes. When they turned to see who had flanked them, their faces were aghast with horror. Yeah, I bet they were surprised. They cringed at the sight of me, certain that they'd already seen to my demise. Shrieks of fear rang out among the Rygor, and then... what happened next? And then their lines broke. Orcs fled to either side to avoid my wrath. Fear spread through their ranks like wildfire. They scattered and we pressed the advantage. Fortune, or the gods, smiled upon you. They sought quarter from our attacks, but none was given. Our foes retreated up against the ledge of the choke, and then they spilled over it. You drove them off the choke. Scores of orcs toppled from the cliffs into the icy waters below. Our forces drove them into the ocean. In the chaos, I went over the edge with them, still swinging my hammer mid-descent. You didn't survive that battle, did you? I plunged into the frigid sea water, still grappling with an orc. My body was racked with wounds and weariness. It was at that moment that I breathed my last. I died again, and became she who was twice slain. How were you thrice slain? Yeah, she did mention thrice slain earlier. All in due time. I suppose you'll explain it to me eventually. It is not an arbitrary whim that leads to the dead to forsake their graves and mingle again with their earthly associates. Is this when you came back as a ghost? I long for no repose or reward. I simply wish to assist my brethren. You've continued to help them as demonstrated by our arrangement. They long for no repose or reward. They simply exist to serve as tools of their masters. What do you mean? They are tools of destruction. They are marionettes dancing on invisible strings, controlled by the necromancers that created them. The Rygor skeletons are unholy abominations with no mind, no will, and a nefarious purpose. Yeah, I'll destroy the Rygor skeletons for you.
For me?
Let's get 'em.
Seek out the skeletons on the isle known as the Forbidden Ossuary of Ice. The ossuary floats off to the coast, to the southwest of Aurolis.
For me?
I know exactly where to find them. Yeah, we've been there. We've had a look. We're going back. Right, so back to this island. But in the meanwhile, we are being pushed to the south to the next quest hub. So let's go take a look at that. Let's see if we can get past the basilisks. Yes, I'm trying to think back to 2006, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah, my first character, I'm pretty sure was a warlock, and there is a temptation to do that again. There is a temptation. But we'll see. We'll see. Ah, we have discovered Cracked Spine. And Tad Ironstein. Oi, we're in a heap of trouble. It's about time we got some fresh blood to help stave off the Rykor offensive. Yeah. Belka sent me. I've heard good things about you, Gwenian. Copper squat and let me fill you in on the details of our predicament. Go ahead, I'm listening. Hilfred Kinlock is the last to talk for your next assignment in tackling the Rygor that have been assaulting our camps. I'm pretty sure that flashed an up. Did that update 2 quests at once? I have a feeling that did 2 quests at once and then only recorded one of them. I think I'll just take a look. We are looking at Frostfang Sea. Report to Cracked Spine, which is showing up in the quest link up there. And then there's also the Nightmare is Over, which isn't. Okay. It seems that my quest log tracking thing doesn't cope very well when you complete 2 quests at the same time. The Nightmare is Over. There we go. Shall have to keep an eye on that, I think. Oh. Report to Cracked Spine. Yeah, so we did. Yeah, so we did. Yeah, so we only got 1 update, I think. Yeah, so we completed both quests at the same time. One of them was picked up by the log and the other one wasn't. Okay. All right. Anything else? We're under siege from not just orcs but blasted imps as well. I understand Nut Orcbane is looking for adventurers willing to deal with the mischievous monsters. He's looking for his sanity as well, so maybe you could help him find that too. Alright, anything else? Theron Velium Delver is worried about the current state of our equipment, and I don't blame him. Our gear is falling apart from extended use, so there's real reason to be worried. Okay, anything else? Lastly, Ogden Scourgeson thinks he's come up with a way to shroud the beachfront in a whirl of mist to confuse the Rygor. Sounds crazy to me, but I've always been a fan of the more direct hands-on approach. Alright, anything else? That'll do you for starters. Glad to have you aboard, Gwyn. Glad to be here. So, we have a whole pile of things that we can do around here, apparently. And by a pile, I mean there's like 1 extra feather somewhere around here flashing at me. You did mention 4 people, but it looks like at the moment only 2 of them are talking to me. Theron! What do you want, whelp? Can't you see I'm a bit busy with defending the Cracked Spine? Would you happen to be Theron? I heard you might need help here. Oh, you want to help, do you? Want to be some great hero now, huh? Oh, isn't that grand? Do you have any work for me or not? Fine, fine. I can come up with something for you to help with. Good. Just tell me what needs to be done. Well, I've been holding the crag spine for some time now. So long, in fact, our equipment is starting to wear, rust or break. Broken bows, snapped swords, destroyed chainmail. It's getting worse by the hour. So I'm to return to the Grey Shelf for weapons and armour? No, you won't be returning. That will take too long. We will be taking the armour off the backs of those we've slain. It sounds crude, but it will be effective. I hate to have my men wearing orcish armour, but no battle's ever won by looking fancy or wearing equipment that fits you. Okay, I'll help you. Good. The orcs are attacking from the south beach, so seek them out there. Do some good around here, and I might think of you as more than useless. Did you say? Okay, whatever. Bit of a sorely one, isn't he? Right, okay, let's see what we can do on the beach, and then we'll go and check the other. Do we have other quests? Forsaking the grave. Yes. With an ossuary. Yeah. Okay.
Crush!
Excuse me, Mr. Invader. Well, that didn't help any. Nope. I think at this point we just meant to kill orcs to get. Yes. I think the arrows come right.
Crush! You should run away!
More armor.
You should run away!
You know, I'm pretty sure that orc was bare-chested. But hey. Apparently he had a chest piece on him, he just obviously wasn't wearing it because he's too big an orc to do that. Goodness, we're cleaning loads of things, aren't we? Maybe one more?
You should run away!
Just needs one more helmet.
I failed!
And there we go. Nice. Let's go and investigate this aisle before we carry on. Nope, not that one. That one over there. Yeah, I feel like we need to get this out of the way. We need to get Herger's quests out of the way because we are starting to move further around the island. Ah, kept it in his bag so he wouldn't get you wet on the swim over. Yeah, that sounds like orc logic. Definitely. He was quite a large orc though, so maybe it just didn't fit him. Right, so we need to kill several reanimated Rygor skeletons. Okay. As he falls straight back into the water. Okay. They're bouncing in the water behind us. Hi! I said hi. There we go. One. How are we doing for time today? We are an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah. Maybe we can get fairly close to the point where we have to start swimming underwater. That would be that'd be quite nice for today, I think. Considering I think Gorwin took us like 5 episodes or something ridiculous like that, I think we should be able to do Halas in 3, more or less. It's a much more compact zone, a lot less running around. It has less quests, so you never know. Okay, so we're all done on that. Let's go and talk to Helga and see if there's anything else that we need to do for her, or if she's happy to now give us the end of her story. Yes, definitely less flying around between quest hubs. But then Gorwin was huge. One island on Gorwin felt as big as this does. Oh, rude. Do you mind? Just have a private conversation with a ghost. Right. I sense that the skeletal abominations have been destroyed. I have eliminated several skeletons on the forbidden Ossuary of Ice. I had returned from the grave to haunt my foes once again. Upon my second death, I was once again plunged into the inky darkness of the afterlife, and after what felt like another eternity of thrashing and struggling, I glimpsed a speck of luminance. It was a spirit ward placed by a Coldane shaman, wasn't it? It was a beacon! A spirit ward placed by one of our Coldane shaman, and it was calling me home. I followed the light and rejoined my brethren as a spirit. So you were to lead them into battle once again. For a while I led the Coldane that fought with me on the choke. The spirits of those that did not survive the battle followed me tirelessly. Our ranks swelled as more fallen Coldane found their way back. Yeah, this story doesn't have a happy ending, does it? As a group we were unstoppable. No one, man or beast, dead or breathing, could withstand our combined might. We continued to harass the orcs for months until their necromancer, Orc Deathmaker, uncovered a method to stop me. How was he able to stop you? Deathmaker recognized how much of a danger my existence represented. His orcs fear me, and for good reason. My spectral soldiers would follow me to the edges of Norath and beyond. Yeah, I can understand why that would concern them. And so the orcs recovered my body from the icy deep, and Org destroyed it in a ritual meant to exorcise my spirit. His ritual was successful, as it eliminated my ability to directly affect this world. And thus, I see, and thus you were thrice slain. Aye, and thus I was thrice slain. It is only through your deeds that I am able to continue my work here. I long for no repose or reward. I simply wish to assist my brethren. And I am happy to help you in your endeavours, especially since even though you are a ghost, you do seem to have a coin purse. Oh. Gwenian, Clorenda, or Slayer, Siege Stopper, Bane of the Unliving, Friend to the Coldane, will ye be my champion again? Yes, of course, Herger. Though the orcs have destroyed my body, my battle helm still remains intact. It means much to me, and you'll discover, you would honor this battle priest if you could recover it from the icy jetty below the cliff named after me. It would be my honor. There is not much left of me now. My corporeal form has been defiled and destroyed by the Rygor. My spirit is weak. Should I give the helm to your family? I have no kin, as the duties of a battle priest precluded the possibility of a quiet life. I never started a family. My ancestral helm is all that remains. I will recover your helm. Okay, so we came back and we need to find the helm. And then I think we are done with this bit. We can concentrate on the other area. Up we go, up we go. Yep. Right. So somewhere about here there should be.
Crush!
There it is. Do you mind? That's it.
Crush!
And we have it.
Crush!
I was attacked when attempting to retrieve it. Well, that's just rude.
Failed!
I have killed the frenzied orc that was guarding the helm. He was guarding the helm? Not quite sure why.
Failed!
Maybe some superstition that if somebody recovers the helm, maybe Herger will actually come back again, and then she'll have to be. What's the next one after thrice? Twice? Thrice? You know what? I have no idea what that word would be. Four rice? Is four rice a thing? Doesn't sound right, does it? I have your helm. Oh no, not that side, you can't see. Ye returned with the helmet, a relic passed down by my ancestors from the days when we fought with giants. And for your efforts I have one final name for ye. What name would that be? Ye have many names, Grinian, but today ye have earned the name Friend of Herger. Your valor is legendary. For retrieving my helm, I'd like to return the favour. Please take this. You never know what may stand between ye and hereafter. I wish you a good rest, but I know you'll never rest for as long as your people need it. Okay, there we go. So we are completely done with this area. So we head back over here. And see what needs doing next. How's the old quest list looking? Yeah. Oh, I can see the end of the quest for Frostfang Sea. Right. Theron. Ah, you've succeeded. Perhaps you're not all that useless after all, adventurer. These will do nicely. I'll have one of my men take a look at these, fix them up, and have them distributed among the force. I'm glad I could be of some use. Watching those orcs realize we're using their equipment in our defenses will be entertaining. For that, I thank you, adventurer. With my troops now reinforced, I can turn my eyes to the larger threat. The Rygor, as they call themselves, has been attacking from the jagged Dagger's Isle across the waves to the south. I fear their reinforcements will arrive swiftly and with renewed purpose. Surely you can hold them here now that you are better equipped. I think not. What we have seen thus far is only a small part of their forces. They underestimated us, but now they know to send more orcs if they are to take the beach. No. In this situation there is only one thing we can do. Take the fight to them. Come, we leave at once for the Jagged Dagger's Isle. I'm tired of sitting around and waiting. I was never one for defense. Theron, your troops need you here. Morale is often frail and supported by a strong foundation, and you are that foundation. Is he? Oh, I don't know. It's like a grumpy old man to me, but... Well said, adventurer. Very well, I shall send you in my stead, as you've proven you can be somewhat dependable. Travel to the Jagged Dagger's Isle across the waves to the south and show them that we are not to be underestimated. Destroy what forces and equipment you can and keep an eye out for their war shamans. They have the ability to scry our encampment. If you happen to combat them, it will help conceal our positioning. I shall leave at once for the isle. I won't let them take the beach. Right. Good. I'll be with you on your quest, adventurer. And you, Theron. I shall definitely head straight there after I've spoken to these two other people who have got feathers above their heads. Hello. Aye, another strong fighter to join the cause. Welcome. Thank you. Now, don't dawdle. Take up your weapon and deliver the horde of orcs back to the depths from which they came.
I didn't think I hit him.
Yes, sir. See what I mean, Grizz? Not all adventurers are... What do you mean? Ah, I had forgotten, but yes. As right as rain. You are. Excuse me? My companion Grizz just reminded me of an important task that we have for someone of your skills. Who is Grizz? Grizz is my faithful companion. He goes where I go. Is he invisible? Don't be ridiculous. He's visible. Next you'll claim your ears failed to hear his voice, same as the rest. Where is he? I wear him. He told me he was a normal blizzard grizzly, slain and made a pelt, then cursed by some sort of reanimation spell. Right, he told you this? Aye, I found him on another, whose body long went cold, and I needed the warmth. Little did I know that I would also be gaining a companion. I had almost gone crazy with loneliness. Yes, almost. But I am off path. We were talking about your new task. Yes, what is the task? Clearing the imps from the cliff above. They take a sick delight in throwing rocks and stealing our supplies. We've had enough trouble dealing with the attacking orcs. We can't handle random attacks from behind as well. I'll rid you of the imps. As I knew you would. There's no shying away from duty for you. Report back to me when you have completed this mission, Gwinian. I will do.
I didn't think I hit him.
Quests everywhere. And what about you? This is no time to stand about. Take up your most fearsome weapon and help us defend New Halas against these charging beasts. You mean the Rygor orcs? Aye, these mongrels will not relent. I fail to understand how the Coldane pushed them from this isle, who had kept them at bay so long. Oh, they are fierce warriors. Of that there is no question, and that is why I stand proudly beside them as we defend our city. Will you aid us in this battle, great Gwinian? Of course. Then do your worst. Stain the frozen beachfront with the blood of the charging Rygor. Okay. So I need to kill more Rygor. I see why I don't get that quest straight away, because otherwise I could do it at the same time as the other quest. It's a good day to die. I would prefer another day. You cannot think that way. It is better to stay in the village than enter the battlefield defeated. You bring no honor to our ancestors or the gods when your battle fire has already been extinguished. You were right, and I must not give up, but I'm not giving up. Just don't necessarily believe it's a good day to die. Aye, let's send these Rygor back to the vile pets of putrians they crawled out of. Did you have any specific plans? That I do. I am quite the accomplished spell weaver and potion maker, and I have a draft that can create whirlstorms of fire, of ice and fog. How will they help? You will release them at specific spots upon the nearby beachfront where the orcs are attacking. Within the fog and confusion, our forces will have the upper hand. Okay, yeah, okay, that sounds great. Here is the draft of the whirling's ice that I spoke of. Use it at the locations marked by the glowing green arrow shaft. Ah, that's what those are for. I certainly will. Should we go look at some imps? Shiny. Yeah. Ah. These are the troublemakers. Well, we can soon deal with a few of these. How many of these do you need? 8? Goodness. Okay. Let's go and gather a few then. Hi. Hello. There we go. Excellent. There's nothing like target not alive or glorious. Right, a couple more. I choose you two. Another chest. I don't know where on earth they kept that. Nothing too amazing. Oh, that looks like a long way down. Let's go have a look at the beach as well while we're at it. Try and cover as many things as possible. Right, so kill orcs while looking for arrows. I can see some over there actually. Come on then, because you're going to just walk up to me, aren't you, and get in the way.
Yeah. I failed.
Oh.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. I failed. I failed.
There we go. Right, so I'm pretty sure I saw 2 of these around here. There's the other one. And I see another one over there. Nice. Let's check the chest. So far so good. There's 3. 4, 5, and 1 over there.
Crush.
1, 2, 6. This might do for my goal.
fail. I fail.
There we go. Roughing up the reinforcements requires us to go over to the island. So, tell you what we'll do is we'll see what people want us to do next, in case any of these also need us to go to the island. You never know. How did the draft of Whaling Ice fare? Did it work as we hoped? Not on the frostbite, apparently. Down boy. Yes, the confused orcs were easy pickings. Good, and let that be a lesson to you. Never underestimate the natural elements. Okay. This has me thinking. If we can use the natural elements of ice and fog as sight barriers, then the orcs can too. Yeah, I guess. They could be hiding an entire encampment on that fog-blanketed chunk of ice across the water. Haha, here we go. I am needed here to create healing drafts for the wounded, but if you can venture over to the Jagged Dagger's Isle, then we can find out if Then we can find out if that is why they continue to bombard our defences here. I can do that. And if you find any Rygor encampments, destroy them by any means necessary. So the only problem with the starter area is that it is very much quest, and my mouth is getting so dry. Right. Ilfred. Ooh, nice. We have a level and an AA. Which means you're not technically mentored to level 16. Okay. I witnessed your handiwork and bravery upon the beach. That was quite impressive. Thank you. Now for a task that is sure to tap your keg of skill, if not empty it. Okay. I crave a challenge, apparently. If you take after one of my own kin... Oh, sorry, you take after one of my own kin, Gwyn. I am sure that the orcs are staging their beachfront charge from the nearby isle known as Jagged Daggers. Jagged Daggers, you say? Aye, this isle with the spires of ice sticking out from it, like valiant blades from the back of a slain giant. It is across the waters to the west of the beachfront. Okay, what should I do? Swim over there and fall upon the beast as if you were a rabid wolf of the Everfrost. Bring me back a great many skulls as trophies to adorn our defences. Okay. I can do that. Right. Now, finally you. By any chance, are you going to want me to go back and do... Are you the oddball that wants me to go and do imps? You return, Gwinian. Tell me, how did the winged vermin fare? Fewer now. Ah, music to our ears, isn't he, Grizz? Were any of them carrying our stolen supplies? No.
No.
Then they must be stashing them somewhere. Possibly. We could put the supplies that the imps have stolen to us to good use. You want me to retrieve them? That's the spirit. Trudge back up the cliff and repossess our stolen supplies. The imps must have stashed them somewhere up there. Grizz and I are certain of this. Yeah, I'll do it. Right. Imps first, then we'll swim out to the island. Well, yeah, we got a little bit of time for this, I think. More imps. I think we need to head for the cave, so let me drag these guys to here. Slay any imps to stand in our way. Well, we'll do that from this point. By the looks of it, most of them gave up on me. Okay. I'm sure we'll find imps in here. There we go, there's an imp. Lots of imps. Oh, I love how the toe sort of lock spins me round and round. Oh, this is actually a named one. Triggered and defiled. Nice. Treasure chest. Oh, that might actually be quite good. I will look at gear later. I'm very quickly learning that poking around at inventory is not the best use of time. I can always... Oh, hello. I can always do that off screen. Especially since most gear around here is going to be a carbon copy of what we've already picked up in either Gorowin or Darklight. And there may be some random pieces that drop from chests that are different, but by and large I'm not really expecting that. Come on, there you go.
Yeah.
So we have 4 pieces of provisions, this is what we've been asked to find, and we'll take those back. Oh, and now we're getting all the imps. Okay, down you go. Okay, let's head back. Preferably in a way which... Oh, it's a clear raid! Welcome, welcome raiders! Welcome in! Welcome to the world of EverQuest 2, where at the moment we're trying to help the dwarves of Halas push back some orcs. Oh, and we have a follower. Welcome on board. Tesh Nerd. Welcome. Welcome. And ooh, how was your stream, Clea? What have you been up to today?
I'm not done yet. Get back up.
Tell you what, I'll come back to him. Let's go out to that island. We can talk about streams while we're swimming. We are headed that way. Yeah, catch me if you can. Yes, we're heading out that way. Ah, challenges in the Zelda Temple. Excellent, excellent. Very puzzleful. Fantastic. I shall check up on that later. Oh, we've got a shiny. Is it going to be a shiny I need, or it is? Fantastic. That's another one for the collection. There we go. Right, we don't need those guys. Ah, we do need these. Rygor Shock Troopers. We need a few of those.
You should run away.
Hi there, how about you bring your friend over as well, eh? There we go. Okay. For those who are new, we are basically doing the EverQuest challenge here.
You should run
So
away.
the idea is EverQuest 2 has... People estimate it has around about 8,500 to 9,000 quests. Although how many of those you can actually do with one character is a bit debatable. But the idea is to try and complete as many as you can with a free-to-play account. So no buying a subscription, no paying for anything to assist. purely free-to-play account. How many quests can you complete? And we are about... Oh, interestingly, we are 420 quests in at the moment. So, still a way to go. I'm kind of looking at that guy coming over and I'm thinking, I'm okay with what I've got. I don't need to add more orcs. Let's just pull away slightly. There we go. There's too many orcs, and then there's too many orcs plus one. And it's that plus one. It's always that fresh one that comes into the fight late. That yeah. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. Let's see. Oh goodness, let me just turn this into so I can actually see what the quest journal is saying. Unfortunately, being in Frostfang Sea, everything is all white, and I don't mean all white. I mean it's all white. It's just snow everywhere. So that one's done. That one's done. Find an item to torch the encampments. Yeah. Still need to slay 2 grenadiers, 3 infiltrators, and destroy their supplies. Okay. So let's sneak into the orc encampment. I'm seeing... Well, there's fire over there. There's an ambulance squealing past. Hopefully that didn't go through to the stream. There we go, down you go. And we have a chest. Well, we have a boom. Cleo knows all about booms.
Oh!
No boom. No boom. Okay. But I'm disappointed, because every time a chest goes boom, it hurts. But is there anything in the fireplace? No. Okay. Let's check around the back. Hi guys. Do you want to come over here and we can talk about sports, religion, politics? No, that's a really bad idea. How about I just kill you all? Yeah. And there we go. Oh, thank you, All Access. Goodbye, All Access. The All Access pop-up appears every now and again to try and persuade me to sign up, and the answer is no. There will come a point, I'm sure, months and months into this when I will run out of things I can do on a free-to-play account. But until then, we'll just stick with the free account, I think. Okay, I am. Let's see. Roughing up the reinforcements. Highly flam. Item to torch. So what's that? What have I missed? There is something. Oh. I'm picking up a plank of wood, apparently. Oh, a fire pit torch. Kind of looks like a plank of wood to me, but okay. So if we sort of... Hi, did... Oh, no, they saw me. I was like, did they see me? They did.
Oh!
Right, let's see what we can do with this torch then. So if I sort of approach from this angle, maybe I can burn the tent. There we go. Oh dear, oh dear. The tent went up in flames and so did the orcs. This one's a little bit easier to get close to. If you were there, there would have been a boom. Oh. Oh. If there's an orc around the corner, you can guarantee I'm just going to blunder straight into it. Right. How many more I need? Oh, I need 4 more tents. Blimey. So I'm going to need most of these, aren't I? Right. I like burning the tents and the orcs burning. I know, I'm a cruel, sadistic person. There we go. I suppose if you can get close enough to the tent, even if someone spots me, if I burn the tent, that should burn them. So, if we go around here... Oh, there's nobody yet descended the tent. That's nice. And I think we can get this one as well. One more tent. It's gonna be that one. Oh, apparently I need them, traitors. And I don't know if that counts if they burn through fire. Probably not. I've probably just literally burnt the orcs that I needed for a quest. In a way that means that doesn't count. I don't know. Oh, I've had an update. Okay, no, I think we're okay. Need to destroy 4 of the orcs' weapon supplies. Okay, let's find their weapons. Another chest. Right. So, amazingly, although the tents are burning, the weapons are not. So we need to run around and destroy those separately. It's number 3 and number 4. Theron requested that I slay a war shaman as well to prevent their scrying magics. And look at that! A couple of war shamans.
You should run away!
Go scrying guy. Yes, that's what we needed. Excellent. And various orc parts, but we already know the lore and legend of orcs, so we don't really need them. Yeah, I can go into the water from here. Sploosh. And we need to head back to the beach and turn these in. So, are we all doing well? Are we looking forward to the weekend? Got one more day of work tomorrow, and then a little bit of freedom. Okay, so head round to the back. try and avoid the basilisks and let everybody know that we were successful. What did you find on Jagged Dagger's Isle? You were right, there was a Rygor encampment over there. But you found it and destroyed it? Yes, yeah, I did. You don't have anything else for me? No? Okay. Short and sweet. What trophies do you return from the battlefield? I have many orc skulls. You continue to prove yourself strong and hearty. You deserve a strong stein of ale. Thank you. Anything else? Nope, no further? Nope. Then that's those two pretty much wrapped up. What about our friend here, the Grumpy?
Hail to ye!
Ah, you return. What news? Were your skirmishes with the enemy successful? Yes. I found this scrying eye off one of the war shamans. I thought it might be useful. A scrying eye, you say? That's what they use to spy on our forces. I can't believe you were able to get one. Let me have a look. If we're lucky, it'll already have been imbued with their scrying magics. There you go. I hope it will be useful. We are in luck, adventurer. This has already been imbued with the magics that allowed the Rygor to spy on us, meaning we can use it against them and maybe learn something new to aid us. All you need to do is find the Rygor to use the eye on, and you'll be able to see what he sees. That's how it works, you see. It allows you to see through the eyes of another, just by pressing the eye against the skin. It's good we're in possession of this then. I mean, I'm sure I can find a Rygor to use this on. Your value grows, adventurer. You won't be able to use this in the middle of their camp, but I have heard reports to say there are a few Rygor on the iceberg to the east of the Jagged Dagger's Isle. Why has that got to be three things? Jagged Dagger's Isle. See what you find there. Perhaps an opportunity to use the eye will present itself. I'll let you know what I learn. Right, and back to a nut. Seegres, Gwynyon returned to us. Now you can quit your doomsaying they are safe. Yeah, so far so good. It's not that he lacks confidence in you, it's just that he feared something foul had happened to you. That's good to know. I mean, you did repossess our stolen supplies, I did. Here's all that I was able to find. Good work. These items will come in handy. I'm glad to hear it was worth it. Ooh, he has a quest. Gris says you smell of orc and seawater. Where have you been, Gwynyon? Well, Thurim Valium Delver had me hunting orcs on the Jagged Dagger's Isle. They just love mentioning that place. Ah, they've started to inhabit that island now too? Yes, and they're doing something on the chunk of ice next to it. You know this for certain? Thurin Scout said as much. Whoa, no need to yell. I didn't.
I'm confused.
Not you, Gwynyon. Grizz, I nearly went deaf with that one, and how would you like it if I did? Then who would listen to you? Yeah, about those orcs. Right, the orcs. We need to find out what scheme they are hatching over there on the iceberg. Think you can get there? Well, I've been there once already. Yeah, sure I can. I knew my confidence was not misplaced in you. Go over to the iceberg and see what you can find out. Kill any Rygor you encounter, but more importantly, see what items you can find that might tell us what they're up to.
I didn't think I hit him.
Gladly. Okay, so Oh, and now he has a quest down here. What did the mighty Coldane want with you, Gwinian? He sent me to hunt the Rygor on Jacket Dagger's Isle. You're gonna give old Orkbane a run for his title if you keep that up. Of course, that may not be a good thing if he makes you as crazy as it's made him. What do you mean? The man was a celebrated warrior, a clan hero, but the years and battles have taken their toll. One too many hits to that thick skull, if you're asking me. What makes you say that? He swears on Graveaxe's grave that his bare pelt talks to him. That's evidence enough, friend. Let's just consider him eccentric. Are you suggesting we agreed to disagree? I have never seen much reason for it, but since it's an old Orkbane, I will. Thank you. Heh, so did you find anything interesting on Jagged Dagger's Isle? Actually, yes, I saw several Rygor orcs amassing supplies. You what? You've got to learn to share the important information. Don't stand about yapping on it like some excited hound when there's fighting to be had. Right, I'm the one yapping like a hound. I forgive you. Now this is the perfect time to employ another form of natural element in our ongoing battle against the Rygor. We're gonna destroy their provisions. Yeah, I can do that. Campsite spores. Oh, but you're not the one that'll be doing it. We're gonna leave that up to the Crustos. Take this pouch of Crustos spores and spread them on any Rygor provisions that you find on Jagged Dagger's Isle. Return to me when you have accomplished this task. I will. Okay, so we have multiple quests on Jagged Dagger's Isle and a couple over here. But I think that will do us for today. No, Gwen, stand that way. There we go. Thank you all for joining me today, and I'll see you all next time.